This is our WetFire. It comes in little cubes like this, and what's great about WetFire is it likes being wet. It doesn't matter if it's raining or humid or if the ground is soaking wet. You just scrape a little bit of WetFire off and light it up, and it actually likes being wet because it actually steals hydrogen from the water molecules. Now, if you have a really wet tinder or a wet kindling and it's raining, all your stuff is wet, well, guess what? I can light the whole cube here. And once you get the cube lit, that cube's going to burn up to 12 minutes at an intense heat, and that's going to dry out your tinder, it's going to dry out your kindling. But don't waste the cube, because once your fire is lit, you kick it away from your fire, and I can put it right out and stick it in my pocket because it doesn't retain heat. And now I can use it again. And you can use it over and over and over and over again. This is our BlastMatch. This is our one-handed fire starter. This is in case you're injured. In most survival situations, you're probably going to be injured. And the way you operate the BlastMatch is you push up on the side and the top pops up, rotates around, and seats itself in the bottom. Now you've exposed this very large piece of what's called mesh metal. It's imitation flint, and it's on a spring. So I can scrape off some of our great WetFire. If I push with my thumb and plunge at the same time, I can light my fire. Or, if I don't have a surface to push on, I can actually use my index finger and start my fire. These sparks are 3 times hotter than a match head, so they're going to light any tinder, they're going to light gas stoves, they're going to light anything that you got. Now, if you don't want to carry 2.7 ounces, then we've come up with the Sparkie. This is less than 1 ounce, 0.8 of an ounce, the same one-handed use in case you're injured. You just pop the top, it exposes the what's called the mesh metal. That rotates around in here for an even wear. You can press with your thumb and plunge at the same time. Also, one-handed use with your index finger to get your fires going, and all in less than 1 ounce. We have the two-handed version for the guys that like the old-fashioned way. And our WetFire is actually stored in the end, so you have everything all in one. This is our jet screen whistle. It's the highest rated whistle on the market. No pee, 2 chambers, very, very loud at a decibel that actually pierces your ear, because you want it above the background noise in the forest, like rivers and wind and so forth. We have our lightweight, indestructible ultra mirror. It's 97% reflective of a glass mirror. It's impact resistant, it's scratch resistant, it floats on the water, and it's targetable, and it's very, very, very light. So if you combined the lightweight mirror, the loudest whistle on the market right there, the WetFire, and your Sparkie into what we call our base kit, you have a lightweight kit that is less than 2.7 ounces, hardly weighs anything, and now you can signal for rescue and get a fire going in the rain.